Welcome to Duo Chats with Brittany and Cynthia, where we talk about drama shows from shows ranging from the 90s to today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brittany.
And I'm Cynthia, and today we have Jaycee with us again.
Hey, guys.
Man, you said that fast. Today we're talking about season 3, finally,
Yes, about time.
and episode 1. The title is Like a Virgin. It's kind of a weird title.
It's a Madonna song.
God, you and Madonna. Air date September 29th, 1999, almost 2000. Thank God. Well, I'm tired of these 90s fashion.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping the fashion gets better. That's what I was going to ask you.
Oh, for that class?
No, I wanted to ask you if you liked Pacey's shirt.
I didn't pay attention to it.
No, in the one where the episode where Andy was leaving. It was
On their
black.
It was hard to see anyways.
Okay, did you like his brown sweater thingy he had on when he was
I don't think I paid attention to what he wore.
good.
Yeah, neither did I, so.
Though I will say, Jaycee, since you love Dawson so much, I will say that even though I said that Pacey's clothes were hideous, I did say Dawson looked good in that white shirt.
Yeah. Dawson's been looking a little better lately.
Well, I said he's finally not wearing grandpa clothes.
Yeah, it's about time.
And I said then they just started dressing Pacey bad.
They had to switch it up.
I was like, what the heck? Oh, it was funny. One of my lows for that episode, my low was Pacey's shirt.
Oh, my gosh.
And Cynthia was like, what?
The shirt.
I was like, I didn't really know we could pick clothes.
Whatever the low is of the episode. And then I said, Jaycee picked frosted tips.
Was that my low? It probably was.
Season 2, episode 1. You said,
Yeah, but-
I said, what's your low? And you said, Pacey's frosted tips.
Well, they did show him going and getting it done.
And he wore his clothes the whole episode.
Yeah,
so
but they didn't talk about his clothes.
You can still say a fashion moment.
They focused on him getting his hair done like that, and it looked horrible.
So yes, from here on, if you're one of your lows, are there outfits?
I didn't like Joey's shoes. That was my low.
Well, if that's the low of your episode, it can
so
be whatever
funny.
it is. If you think someone's haircut is bad, you can say it.
Okay.
That can be your low. If that's really your low, go with it.
Okay.
It can be whatever.
Did you notice that Jen changes her hairstyle every season?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I can figure out what season it is based on her hair.
I like her hair this episode.
Yeah, except for, I don't know, it just seemed like it was really hot. Like it seemed like everybody was hot.
It was just
Very hot.
It was summertime, basically, still.
It must have been 100 degrees or over because
In the South?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because everybody was sweating.
Well,
That's what I noticed.
it's probably August.
First of all, everybody is nice and tan. And secondly, everybody's sweating.
Yeah.
Seriously, everybody was looking good with their tans they had going on. Seriously. Jack, Pacey, they were all looking good.
And
Are you joking because I said...
And no,
I
I
said-
swallowed wrong, and I was trying not to cough into the mic.
Oh, I thought you were laughing because I said Jack and
But,
Pacey.
but yeah, we're missing a part.
Yeah, go ahead. I just wanted to talk.
and the
Synopsis is, just because you can't say the word, I'm just holding on. What? I had some on my brain.
After spending the summer with his mother in Philadelphia, Dawson returns to Capeside and meets a young woman named Eve.
Oh, is that where he was coming from?
Yeah.
I told you I don't watch his scenes.
Named Eve on the bus while on his way home. Eve soon brings trouble to Dawson's life when he accidentally wrecks his father's boat during an outing with her and tries to come up with the money to repair it before Mitch finds out. So Eve helps out by throwing a rave party at the Leary house with strippers from the club she works at. Meanwhile, Joey, who has kept her distance from Dawson all summer, after forcing her to turn her father in to the police, realizes she still has feelings for him when they meet during the first day back at school as juniors. While working at Capeside Marina, Joey deals with her sexist boss, Rob, and Jen gets more than she bargained for when she tries out for cheerleading and faces off against the mean-spirited head cheerleader and acquires her position. Also, Mitch gets a new job at Capeside's as varsity football coach.
I have a question. Why did they name Eve Eve?
Because of Adam and Eve.
I know.
It's stupid.
Well, I know, but like Eve is a wild one.
Well, I mean, so was actual Eve. She ate the apple when she wasn't supposed to.
Oh my god.
And that's how sin started, right? Or something like that. I don't know.
I love how you give an explanation and then you go, I don't know.
Well, I say what I think, whether I know or not.
That was good. Nothing, Cynthia.
No,
Do you like her name?
I don't like her. I don't like her.
Yeah, she's out there.
She seems like she's in every scene.
Every single scene.
it was
She shows up everywhere.
She was so annoying. I'm like, nobody is in more scenes than her.
But I didn't understand her obsession with Dawson. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why can't she be obsessed with Dawson?
Because she's an adult.
It's a little weird. Yeah, again, with the adults in this show.
Oh, I thought you meant because it's Dawson.
Well, that too.
Like, she should go after, like, Pacey or something. I thought...
Dawson's not really like...
No, I thought that's why you were wondering why.
I was wondering why she was going after Dawson, because I don't see what's so desirable about Dawson.
Yeah, she just met him on the bus.
I've been wondering that since the pilot episode. I'm still waiting for someone to explain it to me.
Maybe Eve can.
I don't think so. Okay, someone needs to explain Eve to me.
Me too.
Because she just wasn't needed. So, how did you like the beginning?
With him waking up on the bus.
Yeah, did you roll? I was trolling.
It was kind of nice that it didn't start with him watching a movie.
Well,
Yeah.
and it didn't start with him and Joey.
Yeah, but
you know, their friendship isn't really a friendship.
No.
All they do is watch movies. They're just movie buddies.
Yeah.
So it was nice that he was on a bus for once and it wasn't at home in his bed. We could see he's actually...
But he was sleeping on the bus.
Yeah, but he's actually somewhere else besides home. In that window that we don't really know if it's a window or not.
It's a door.
Now, did you like the scene with Eve and Dawson on the bus?
No.
Nothing to say?
I'm not a huge fan of her character in this story. No.
All right. Okay, well, did you like that Jack and Jen are acting like an old married couple?
Yeah.
And then they got into a routine.
I have a question, though. What is up with Jack's outfit?
Again, I wasn't looking at his outfit.
Neither was I.
Okay, he had his pants tucked in. I was just like...
His pants?
Like his shirt was like
his shirt tucked in.
And I was just like, oh my God, like it's like what grandpas do. I'm like, are they trying to make Jack old?
He is old, from what we just learned.
Yeah, but like Pacey and Dawson don't really tuck in their shirts. So the fact that Jack, I never thought Jack did either.
I never paid attention.
Oh my God.
Yeah, neither did I.
What the heck do you pay attention to?
I don't
Everything
look at their
else?
outfits.
The plot, their faces.
Yeah.
You aren't
Reactions?
even watching. You're typing. You're not even watching.
I do watch. I watch once without typing, and then the second time I do the note.
Okay.
Yeah, I just don't pay attention to clothes. I look at the scene and I don't know, the room they're in. I don't really look at their outfits too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, whatever. But it was funny when Grams came out and was like, how long have you two been married?
Yeah.
And then Joey has her new job at the marina with her boss. He looks
He's
kind of
anno-
young, too.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Why'd you say he's young?
He just looks young to be her boss, that's all.
I've met people in their 20s that are that are managers.
He seems immature to be
Yes.
her boss.
How he's
Mhm.
acting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was late for work, and that made her late for school. And then he had the nerve to tell her not to be late later after school.
Like, dang, she's just working her whole life away and she's only a kid.
Mhm.
When does she have time now to do schoolwork?
Doesn't seem like she has any.
How is she supposed to get A's and get a good scholarship if she's working?
Well, now she doesn't have the ice house, so their family's probably struggling.
Why no? But how's she supposed to get a scholarship if she can't do her homework and study? If she's always working?
It's a good question.
I mean, Bess is not a good sister to think about her. She's not thinking about Joey. She's thinking about herself.
Yeah.
Again, immature. Here we go. The adults are immature. Okay. Did you like the scene where Dawson and Pacey are in the kitchen and then Mitch walks in, Jaycee's boyfriend? Nobody's got anything to say.
They're talking about what, the girl he met?
Well, yeah, they were, but then then Mitch was talking about his job, his new job.
The subbing job?
No, his coaching job.
Oh.
And then Pacey's like, "What?" And Dawson's like, "Yeah, you didn't know he's the new coach." And I'm like, "Okay, Pacey, it's now first day of school, right?"
He's not really into sports.
No, but Pacey has been at the Leary house every day from summer through summer.
I don't know, has he?
I would assume so since
Dawson's been gone.
Well, maybe, but I don't know. It's just
Dawson's been in Philadelphia.
Then who was Pacey hanging out with for the summer?
Jack?
We don't really see them bond in this episode.
I'm just saying, he hasn't been around all summer.
Well, yeah, and then it was just weird because he's like, "Oh, you didn't know?" It's like,
how would he?
I guess Dawson never picked up the phone.
Probably not. You know he's a bad friend.
Yeah, he only thinks about himself. And then Pacey tells Dawson, though. Well, first, when Mitch leaves, Mitch is like, "Oh, I'm going to be gone." And then Pacey's like, "Oh, you don't have anything to say to your son?" And then he goes, "Yeah, Dawson, don't let Pacey, what was it?
Keep Pacey out of the house.
Keep Pacey out of the house."
And then before Mitch walked in, Pacey was talking to Dawson about Joey. And
No, I thought that was after Mitch left.
No, it was before.
Oh, well, okay, yeah. So he says he was asking about Joey. For some reason, Pacey's obsessed with Joey. And he was asking Dawson about what's going to happen when you see her. What are you going to say? Like, all of this. And
he's nosy.
So, oh my God. Here's my point, though, that I have to say. Pacey says to Dawson, "What are you going to do when she does that cute little hair flip thing she does?" And then she looks, then she locks those truly, truly remarkable brown eyes on you.
Sounds like he's in love.
I was like, when he said all that, I was like, "Pacey, you're the one that's in love with Joey."
Yeah, saying all that.
Who says that about their enemy?
How's that his enemy?
Well, they don't like each other. That's what, remember, they always claim.
Back in the day.
I'm just telling you what the show keeps saying.
Back in the day.
And then Pacey said that the whole world is waiting to find out what's going to happen with Joey and Dawson.
Yes, but I'm just talking about Pacey for a second.
Mm-hmm.
How is it Dumbo Dawson does not get what he just said as a person? What?
I don't know.
As soon as it came out of Pacey's mouth, I'm like, Dawson, it didn't click in your head? Did Dawson forget?
I think maybe he's just trying to say what Dawson feels about her.
And Dawson knows.
He goes like this, her little hair flip thing. Like,
and Dawson knows that Pacey loves Andy.
Okay, but Dawson must have forgot that Pacey liked Joey before Andy.
Yeah, but now he loves Andy.
It doesn't matter. You can still like somebody and love someone.
I think it was innocent.
I don't think so. I think Dumbo Dawson really should get his brain figured out.
I think it was innocent.
No. I think Dawson was just in his own little world again and didn't understand.
I mean, but Dawson's always in his own world.
Exactly. So he never can see the truth. And the truth is, Pacey just said the truth.
Yeah.
Dawson doesn't say those nice things. Pacey just came up with them.
Pacey's like that with everybody.
Pacey notices her cute little things she does, but Dawson doesn't.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say about that.
That's my point. is I'd be like, why are you saying these things about her? Do you like her?
I don't know. Dawson doesn't think like that.
I know, like a person.
Yeah, but Pacey broke the fourth wall by saying that the whole world is waiting to find out what's going to happen
Yeah.
between Joey and Dawson.
Like there is an audience. What?
I've got nothing for you.
I didn't think about that.
And then at the school assembly, Jen and Jack are sitting together, and a new popular girl, Belinda, walks up to Jen.
Oof. The mean girl, I call her.
The new Abby.
Yeah. Oh, she is replacing that witch.
Or the new Nellie.
But Nellie was
Yeah.
only on a couple episodes. So when the principal is talking, because it's the first day of school and everybody has to go and listen.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember when we had to do that in
With-
middle school?
Yes, with our principal, I almost said the name, but yes,
It
it's
made me
coming
think-
back.
It made me think because I was like, when he was talking and it's the first day of school, I was like, wait a minute. In middle school, we did that.
Yep.
We had to sit there.
And listen
Yes.
to the spiel.
And if you were late, you had to bring your book bag because you couldn't run to your locker. You had to do that
Yeah.
afterwards. Yes. Well, for some reason, we didn't do that in high school.
Different principal.
Yeah. But it was definitely a middle school thing that we did.
Mm-hmm.
That principal just like control. I know they did. Seemed like it.
Which one liked control?
Middle school.
Oh. Why did she control you?
No, I just can tell by the way she treated people.
Oh my gosh.
And then Joey walks in late and sits in the back, and Pacey
Yes, once again,
points that out to Dawson.
this is where I'm coming from. Pacey is obsessed with Joey.
I think he's obsessed with seeing what's going to happen between Joey and Dawson.
Because he's sitting there and he hears the door and he looks back and tells Dawson, "Oh look,
He's
there she
been
is."
well. He's
I'm
been
like, "Oh
waiting
my
all
God."
summer. He's been waiting all summer to see what's gonna go down. Like
I still want to know who he hung out with all summer.
maybe he went to visit Andy. Maybe he spent time with Doug. Maybe he went fishing with his dad.
Yeah, since they seem to be getting along.
You guys are funny.
Hey, you want to know?
But it was kind
You
of crazy.
tell us what you think then.
I've got nothing.
So for that scene, Pacey just quickly told Dawson that Joey's here, and then the principal hears him,
Fifth
calls him
row.
out, and gives him detention for talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he goes, "Fifth row, you," and Pacey stands up, and then it's like, "Yes, me," like all
Detention.
proud. And then he's like, and then the principal's like, "I want everyone to be like you," and then he's like, "I'll see you Saturday for detention." And Pacey's like, "What? Are you serious?"
That would suck.
Well, and you remember detention is all day till 5 o'clock. It's like 9. Remember?
What?
It's like 8 hours detention.
When? Oh,
The
for them?
detention
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, I thought you meant like at like our school.
No.
I'm like, what?
No, theirs is on Saturday and it's all day. And they don't feed you either.
I mean, our school had Saturday school, but
They did?
yeah, it was. You would have to go to. That was like. You remember Saturday school? It was like the bigger punishment rather than detention. You'd get Saturday school if for a bigger
What?
punishment. Yeah, there's Saturday school. That was a thing.
Our school?
Yes.
It took place at the school.
Yeah.
Who was watching the kids?
Some teachers worked.
Hmm.
Yeah.
What, did you go?
No, but I knew Saturday school was a thing.
I clearly.
That's what it was called, Saturday school.
Okay, I feel like that term is like from like the 80s or 90s.
It's from our school. It was a thing, I'm telling you. I never had to go, but I remember hearing about it.
Saturday
I think
school?
like you went early in the morning for like half a day.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
You're so positive.
I am positive I will make a status and be like, who remembers Saturday school? And see what people say.
Oh my gosh, you need to do that.
Should I?
I dare you.
Who remembers Saturday school? Because Brittany doesn't believe it was a thing.
I dare you $5. Do it, I dare you.
You dare me?
Yeah.
I'm going to post it.
I dare you $5.
I'm going to post it right now.
Okay, I dare you.
Can I tag you?
No.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
I'm gonna say because Brittany
No.
doesn't believe me.
Because I didn't go. I wasn't a bad kid. And my friends weren't bad, unlike yours, apparently. Because remember, Cynthia, she ditched us.
Oh.
So when she ditched us, she no longer was hanging out with the good kids.
Oh. Well, some of them were a little questionable. I was questionable.
We know. That's why we were happy to get rid of you.
Because Brittany doesn't believe that it was a thing.
Oh my god, I'm in tears.
Post. There we go. We're gonna find out. We'll find out, hopefully.
Nobody's gonna respond.
We shall see.
You know, nobody's gonna respond, right?
They might. We'll just have to wait and see.
Did you really tag me?
I sure did.
Oh my god. I gotta see this. Oh my god. Because it wasn't a thing.
Did I dream it? I swear. We're gonna find out, hopefully.
Oh
Anywho.
God. I really hope somebody responds back and says no.
I'll check back in a little while.
Oh my god, I really hope somebody responds back. And I really hope they're on my side. Because I do not believe it's a thing.
We'll find out, hopefully. Anywho.
So Jen decides to sign up for cheerleading to compete with the popular girls.
I was real excited to see that. I couldn't wait. I knew she wasn't going to actually go cheerlead.
Go cheerlead.
You know, I kind of wanted to be a cheerleader. I wish I was.
I mean, we technically were.
Little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was.
You did that?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You didn't?
No, she wasn't going to school at the time.
Oh.
Excuse me? They allowed outside kids to go.
Did they? To
Yeah.
come and cheer? Oh.
Yeah.
That's
I
cool.
went.
Did you?
Yeah. We probably were in the same group.
We probably were.
You just don't remember me. Yes, I went and cheered.
We went and practiced in the gym and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes, I was a little cheerleader. No, I feel like I did it in 3rd grade too.
Probably.
I know I did it in like 1st or 2nd, but I feel like I did it in 3rd grade too. They did it for like the whole elementary. So
Yeah.
I think I did it in like 5th grade too.
Did we do it in 5th grade?
I don't know if
No, I
you
stopped
did
by
it.
then.
What?
I stopped by then.
She no longer wanted to be a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader for Halloween.
I remember wearing the pom-poms in our hair and stuff. Did you do that?
In my hair?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Everyone wore them in like their ponytails.
Oh, then probably. I mean, if everyone probably did, then yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna be the odd one out.
Right.
But yes, I remember. The little ones are so much fun to watch.
They're so cute.
Yes.
And then down the same hallway, Pacey and Dawson are talking about the principal until Dawson stops talking mid-sentence when he sees Joey.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay, he is kind of liking Joey, isn't he?
Oh.
Dawson?
Oh, I'm thinking Pacey.
Oh.
I told you he's obsessed with Joey.
Because Pacey didn't even notice until Dawson did that she was there.
Ah.
Yes. But as soon as Pacey saw her, did you see he looked back at her?
He's forgetting about Andy already.
Yes. He moved on to Joey.
That quick. Wow, I guess he didn't really love Andy. Well, he probably did, but why did he move on so quick?
Probably because out of sight, out of mind.
Nobody said anything.
No, nobody likes you.
They don't.
And then Joey gets home from work and Bess asks her about Dawson and Joey lies saying it went great to see him again.
Yeah, why did she lie?
But she didn't want to get into it probably.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, though, that she just, like, made it up.
So I have a question, though. I mean, because Joey is working, like, day and night, it seems like. Why, like, how much money could she really be bringing home?
Right.
Because she goes to school all day.
Right.
Mm.
And they probably can't allow young kids to be working past a certain time or something.
Yeah.
So what, they can probably only work part-time and for a certain amount of time. So
That's how it was when we went to school anyway.
yeah, so how is it she can pay for the bills? Because Beth said, oh, well, as soon as I can get a babysitter or whatever, I'll go back to work. Like, I'll find a job. And I'm like, it's been all summer and you haven't gotten a job.
Yeah.
You're never going to get one because the little money that Joey has is going towards the bills. When are you going to have money to go get a babysitter? You're not.
Right.
If you're making Joey work.
Why didn't she have Joey watch the baby?
Yes.
Well, she worked.
After school, Joey can do her homework and watch the baby. And then Bess can get out and get a job.
Yeah, a good job where she can afford to take care of things.
Yes. That's what I mean is Bess is not being an adult in this episode. She's annoying me.
It is nice to see the baby around again, though.
Yeah, but who lets their little sister, who is trying to work for a scholarship, your family has no money, and you need to support the family. I'd be like, I'm the kid. Did we forget this part? Bess is horrible.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of her recently.
And then Pacey takes Dawson to the strip club. Like, how do they even get in?
Yeah, they just don't check IDs. What?
Unless they had fake ones.
Yeah, Pacey, I'm sure, has a fake ID.
And then,
and then Pacey orders a beer. Like, of course, Pacey orders a beer, but he gets a root beer.
Yeah, most strip clubs don't serve alcohol. Well, not most, but like that I know of, some do not serve alcohol.
And their waitress turns out to be Eve.
Yes, because she can never go away.
I thought it was kind of ironic to see her there.
Yeah, with a wig.
I didn't like that wig on her. It made her look weird, even though I don't care for her.
And then I think it's the next day or later that day, Pacey comments how Dawson didn't hook up with Eve, but Dawson gave her his number. And then they walk into Dawson's house, and guess who's back? Sitting on a chair.
Eve.
And it's so strange to me that she's just in his house, chilling in the chair like that, all comfortable.
This is what I mean. The Learys need to lock the door.
Yeah, because Dawson said that apparently they don't do that in Capeside. So.
Yeah, because Pacey's like, how did you get in? And she was like, through the door. And Dawson's like, yeah, in Capeside, we don't lock the door. I'm like, just because you're a small town doesn't mean you
I don't want
shouldn't.
random people in my house.
Yes, just because you're a small town doesn't mean you don't have break-ins.
Right. I mean, look at that killer that came through.
She could come back.
And then how does she even know where he lives?
Probably because she followed him home.
Oh, yeah.
She's a stalker. She's been following him everywhere he goes. Think about it. Everywhere he goes, she shows
there.
up.
She got there before they did.
But when he went home off from the bus, she probably followed him. Or she took him home, one or the other. Because how did he get home?
I think he said that he fell back to sleep, and when she woke up, he was gone. So, like, that's why he wasn't sure if she was even real.
But she probably was watching him. So
Maybe
she probably
took his address off of something.
Yeah,
because he was
sleeping.
asleep.
She probably was nosy looking in his bag or his bus stop or something.
Yeah,
or
no
school ID.
To see his address.
Yeah.
She's a little stalker. I'm sorry. She's a creepy stalker, too. Like, why? And why is she always half naked?
Because she's a stripper. I don't know.
Yeah, but now with the door thing, it makes sense why Dawson leaves his window open all the time.
Right.
But
the door is unlocked?
to lock his window up. How come he can never lock his window?
I don't know.
Joey and him broke up. She doesn't see him
She
anymore.
doesn't need to be coming through the window. Maybe in case somebody else wants to. Like
Eve?
Yeah. Ooh.
Wouldn't it have been better if she would have said she climbed through the window?
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
So
Instead
creepy,
of the
too.
front door, though?
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Because
definitely.
Jen climbs through the window. Joey climbs. So wouldn't it make sense that Eve goes, there's a ladder? Let me see if the window's open.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's open.
with how nosy she is, you would think she would snoop around like that.
Yeah. So I just thought it'd be better if she just, instead of walking through the front door. Eve is not that clever. I mean,
No.
I feel like she's the mischievous type to actually try to break in. So I feel like she would go through the window. I'm just saying. She just seems like that person. Think of all the stuff she did in this episode. I'm surprised she didn't go through
She
the
is
window.
crazy. I kept thinking she had to be part of his imagination, but no.
Why? Because she kept disappearing.
And popping back up
But
randomly.
yeah,
But Pacey saw her.
him,
Oh,
or
yeah,
saw
true.
her. So that was the thing. It was you could think that, but then once
Until that
Pacey
moment,
saw her,
yeah.
then it was like, well, I guess she's real.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sadly, I wish she wasn't.
And then Pacey suggests that Dawson takes her out on his dad's boat.
Okay.
Ugh.
Wrong. Pacey is not a good friend in this episode of Dawson.
He's just trying to get
Have
Dawson to have a
Dawson
good time.
Yeah, impress
Dawson is
Eve.
not that person.
Yeah, because he does say no at first, and then
Dawson's like me. We listen to our parents.
Yeah.
And we would never steal our parents' boat just because
Pacey
Pacey
would.
Just because Pacey steals does not mean Dawson steals. And it doesn't mean Dawson will regret it.
Mhm.
Yeah, as he obviously does.
But I mean, even if nothing happened, he would still have in his conscience, it would still be like, oh crap, I stole my dad's boat. Oh, I stole, like,
Yes.
so I'm sorry, but Dawson is not that person that just steals. And I didn't like Eve for the fact that she was trying to change him.
Right.
Like, he's a good guy. Even though I know we don't like him and he's clueless, he's still a good guy.
And she's trying to get him to be real rebellious and do crazy shit.
Like,
do
he still has a good heart and stuff. And
Yeah.
honestly, like, that's the kind of kid you'd want to raise.
Yes.
Not Pacey, the out of control one. Did you like how I just switched that?
Yeah, I'm really surprised to be hearing this.
See, I told you. I will call Pacey out.
He is the wild child.
He is. He has his parents. He has parents, but as you can see,
They have not been around.
well, remember his dad in the finale said, "I don't know you." Well, of course you don't know him. You're never around him.
Exactly.
Maybe you, instead of parenting the town as quote because we know he doesn't actually, he's not actually doing anything with
Right.
the town. He should actually watch his son.
But he doesn't.
And then at cheer tryouts, the girl before Jen, did you notice that she was singing the theme song?
Yeah.
Now, I'm actually surprised that Jaycee knows the theme song because you fast forward.
It's
through it.
annoying.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to wait.
I hate that part. I always
What?
hear it
Wait, you
in my head. I'm just like
Wait.
making fun of it.
You don't like the I don't want to wait part?
No. Because it's in the beginning. And I just don't like it. And I skip it as quick as I can.
Why?
It's a boring
So
song.
why do you hate it so much? Like that part.
Because it's like, just reminds me of Dawson. I don't know. Because I don't want to wait. Because probably because the last season was so boring, I got tired of hearing it. I don't want to wait.
What is the rest of it?
And I just click skip.
Okay.
And then Jen goes up to do her audition until
Well, because I
Yeah,
always say
until
the
Belinda.
cheerleader. What's her name?
Belinda makes a comment about how flexible Jen is.
No, what she says to the girl.
Oh, that they only let her audition to see what song she would choose.
Yeah, and did she call her fat or no?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
she
I don't
said
think so.
she
Some about her weight.
she got heavier.
Yeah.
Oh, she said her waist is thicker or something.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous. And yeah, and then, she talks about Jen, and then
Mhm.
Jen's like, you know what? I'm really going up there now.
I loved when Jen went off on her.
Oh my God. And Jack was in there just to clap it away.
Yes. I'm like, get her, Jen. Eat her up.
She's your dinner.
Yes.
Oh, and then did you see that her little clique were clapping
Yeah.
too?
I was like,
Mhm.
ha ha ha. They
I
know
was
it's
like,
true.
I love it. Your little so-called friends
Yes.
are clapping too.
And then at work, Joey was changing in office or whatever, and her boss walks in.
That was creepy.
Yeah, like he obviously knew she was changing. He was
Mhm.
trying to see something.
And then he says he'll knock next time, and she says she'll lock the door next time.
Yeah.
And then on the boat with Dawson and Eve.
So, well, going back to that,
Yeah.
you know how like it's open all day
Mm-hmm.
where she works?
Yeah.
They don't have a bathroom. Like she couldn't
Mm.
change in the bathroom.
Right.
Yeah. I don't
Didn't
know.
think about that. Where does she go when she's got to go?
Yeah.
Exactly. Like when you're there on your shift the whole time.
There has to be somewhere for you to use the bathroom.
Like I get you probably don't let customers,
right.
but your employees.
Yeah,
They're-
they have to have a bathroom.
Mhm.
Yeah, isn't it illegal to not have an employee bathroom?
I would think so.
So the fact that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's not
Because
realistic.
She would be changing in the bathroom, and he would not be watching.
Yep.
But
They
I know,
just did that to
for
show the
scene.
creepiness of him.
But you could tell he's creepy just by the way
Heck
he's
yeah.
acting. And the way he, like, looks at
It's
her.
these no, but that's real life. That's scary. A lot of adults being like that with kids.
But this show loves writing old people
With the kids.
with the kids.
Come on.
Because right here, we got two storylines going on
With adults
with
and
adults.
kids.
And it's pervy, creepy, and I can't.
Yeah.
I can't. Why does the boss have to be creepy? And why does Eve have to be creepy?
Yeah.
And why is it happening to Dawson and Joey?
Because, I don't know. It's focusing on them. It wants us to see what's going on in their life. And it's just creepy stuff.
How did you like when Jen goes to her locker with Jack, and because Jack sees her all like flustered and she's not saying anything, and then he's like, "What's wrong?" and stuff, and she opens up her locker and goes and shows him the pom poms, and he goes, "Don't tell me you're a cheerleader."
How did I miss that?
And she says, no, head cheerleader.
Yeah, she said head cheerleader.
So they kicked Belinda out and replaced her with Jen.
Mm-hmm.
What? I literally missed that. It must have been when I was kind of falling asleep. That's why I finished it the next day.
Yeah, so she became head cheerleader. You know that squad is gonna go down.
Well, maybe not.
No.
Jen is awesome.
Jen doesn't want to cheer.
And Jack was laughing when she told him.
Oh my god, he made me laugh because he was just cracking up. It was, you a cheerleader?
And then Dawson with Eve on the boat.
Oh, gosh.
I tried to ignore that.
Why?
Why'd you bring it up?
Okay, so
Was it the thing
Yeah.
that causes?
pretty big event.
I know, but I can't stand Eve.
She gets down on the ground, and we know where her head's probably at.
Yeah, so that's how he crashed the boat because he was distracted.
Dawson. What were
And-
you thinking?
And then
He
Joey,
wasn't. He was thinking something.
Thinking with his other brain.
yeah. And then Joey was right there too, and she's like, "Are you okay?" And then she sees Eve, and then she's like,
Oh, I get it.
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, and then it was funny because the boss is like, "You know this, moron?"
Yeah.
One of my favorite lines, even though I don't like the boss. It was so funny when he's
Because
like,
he called Dawson a moron.
well, because it was. That's your dad's boat, too.
Wasn't it a new boat?
Probably.
I don't know.
I don't know, but
Oh my
it was a
God.
nice boat, and he just
So-
destroyed it.
When the boss tallies up how much it's going to cost, $3,000, Mike Dawson, you're dead.
Seems like it would cost more than that. Well,
Nowadays it would.
especially today, yeah. But woo.
Nowadays it's probably triple.
Yeah.
And then Eve gets mad at Dawson is mad at her for crashing in his dad's boat, like she was the cause of it.
She had a part to play in it, but Dawson could have been like, no.
Because when they were kissing,
He's a guy.
Yeah.
when they were kissing, he did tell her that he couldn't see.
Yes, exactly. Because she was getting in his way and he's like, "I can't see." And she's like, "For what?" And he's like, "To drive the boat."
Right.
Mm.
And then that's when it got crazy. On the
Yep.
boat.
It's both their fault.
Well, and then it was funny because Dawson told the boss, he was like, "Man, I wish I would have went with the boat or whatever." And the boss said, I do too." I was like, "Oh my god."
Didn't he say like that would have probably been easier or something? Or...
I don't know, but I just thought it was funny that the boss agreed.
Yeah.
I was like, Joey didn't say that she dated Dawson. So
No.
why is the boss saying that?
Right, because he's mad at
Expenses.
Dawson for screwing up his stuff.
Yeah, wasn't that his peer? I think.
I don't know, but
think so.
he's going to have to pay for it, as in Dawson. Like, the Leary family is going to have to pay for it. It's not like Guy's going to have to pay for it.
Probably puts his business out for a while.
You don't think they have another doc?
Not that's his.
And then Joey tells Bess what really happened with Dawson and all about the boat. They were like maybe his evil twin came back from Philadelphia, the way he's been acting.
I didn't care for that scene.
Well, then Joey said that.
Did you? Her and her sister.
I didn't care for the episode.
Yeah, because Joey's just mad that there's another blonde in Dawson's life, and
Yeah.
Bess was like,
This happened before.
but Bess says that it is different now, and that was making Joey think like maybe things could be different.
Yeah.
And then
My whole thing was when Dawson is searching for $3,000 in the couch.
yeah,
Why? Okay, his house.
Stupid.
Okay, his house is clean. Okay, so the fact that he thinks that he's gonna find $3,000 in the couch,
Delusional.
he really is a moron. Why would you look for the couch to think you're gonna get $3,000?
Looking for any money he can get.
Casey said, didn't he say you might as well hope to find a Rolex or something?
Mhm,
I'm like,
yeah.
Well, really, the couch.
Seriously, yeah.
And then if you find 3,000, it's probably your parents, and then you're just a thief.
Mm-hmm. And then Eve shows up by
And,
ringing.
another question. Sorry, going back to this 3,000. I wasn't finished.
Well, we didn't know that.
Dawson works.
Does he? Where does he
Supposedly,
work?
the video store.
Video store.
Still? He
Maybe.
was gone all summer. I don't think he has a job no more.
Well, in season 3, he works at the video
What?
store. You'll see. I don't think you remember, but you'll see. But if so, he works. So what does he do with his money? He doesn't go anywhere.
Buys movies.
He probably gets a discount.
Renting them.
Yeah.
So he probably buys them.
I'm sure he does not.
Why wouldn't he? He's a movie fanatic.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that because I feel like he's a cheapskate. Remember, he goes and pulls
Not when
a
it comes
flower.
to not when it comes to
He
movies.
pulls a flower out and hands it to Joey out of her own yard instead of buying her flowers.
But when it comes to movies, I think he wouldn't be cheap.
Maybe he uses the money to make his own movies too.
True.
Then Eve shows up at the house again and rings the doorbell this time, and shows up with tips that her and her coworkers have put together to help Dawson.
How much money does she bring him, I wonder?
I think it was 400.
Close, but not enough.
Yeah. And that's when Pacey comes up with the idea to throw a party with the strippers to raise money at Dawson's house. So once again, Pacey's like, take the boat out. Let's have this party. He's being the bad influence this time.
Yeah, I've got it written.
Oh.
I have it written that Pacey is a bad influence.
And then at the party, Dawson doesn't feel like what they're doing is right. So he just goes upstairs to lay down. And that's when he sees Joey in his room. I actually thought it was going to be Eve again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Eve was downstairs.
Or some other stripper.
Yeah.
Joey is desperate. Well, because she sees that Eve is all over him. So
Mhm.
she's like, hey, I'll do that. Even though we all know she's not ready. Because you can tell with the look on her face.
Yeah.
She was scared to death to even take her shirt off. Did you see
Yeah.
her face? She like looks close and like, please, like, don't let me do this. And I'm like, girl, you're just desperate. You didn't want him all summer.
Why are they showing us a half-naked, supposed teenage girl?
A lot of shows do that.
I know. I hate it when they do that because I'm like, you're portraying this person as a underage kid. You shouldn't be showing this.
Mhm.
Sorry, guys.
Is it still on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We're all high on laughter right now.
Woo-wee.
In case you guys missed that, Jaycee knocked out the mic. You know, for once it wasn't me. Last time I tripped over the mic. All because Cynthia was making me hungry by her snack. Okay, but going back to Joey taking her shirt off.
Oh,
That's where we were at.
yes.
I don't like it either, but I am so happy that Dawson stopped her.
Yeah.
Me too.
I feel like if it was any other guy besides the guys on this show,
They would have went along with it.
did you like how I said the guys on this show?
Yeah.
Well, because Pacey would not have done that, neither would Jack
No.
or Dawson. So the fact that that's why I said the guy's not on the show. Because like Chris would have.
Oh, absolutely.
Cliff probably would have. It's like
Yeah.
so the fact that we have other guys that were on the show that would have done it, it's just nice to see that our three main guys would not do it.
They're good guys for the most part.
Even though Pacey's a bad influence, I know he wouldn't
He's
have done
still a good guy.
it. And he wouldn't do it.
I mean, he did with Andy in that one scene at least. Stopped
Yeah.
from things
But
from
then
going
apparently it happened.
Yeah.
Without
That was-
our knowledge.
Backtrack, yeah.
I still don't understand that.
I still don't believe it.
And then Joey turns things around and makes it like Dawson's fault. Like it was Joey's fault that he was still a virgin. Like that didn't make sense.
Okay, well, I
No.
thought it was funny when he was like, when he brought up, yeah, you dumped me twice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she did.
I know. And why? Because he's boring. Like,
I wouldn't want to date him.
how are you going to defend someone that you wouldn't date?
I'm not.
Cynthia's got that job.
I don't think any of us want that job.
Mm-mm. And then Joey asks Dawson what's wrong with her, and he says it's not her, it's them.
Well, and he said if we actually,
More couple.
yeah, or whatever, he said that there would be no more love. And like it would just be over. And she was like, is there any love left? And he said, yeah. But he said it weird. It was like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Going back to the party, though, where did all those guys come from? It's this Cape.
It's the
Capeside.
100 guys.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what those are the guys Pacey was talking about lining up.
It's
Mhm.
those 800 guys that Pacey hired.
And yeah, I just thought that was funny. I'm like, oh, look at all them guys lining up. Finally.
Yeah, so Joey was just confused how Dawson loves her but doesn't want to be with her. I think he just was trying to say that they don't work together as a couple,
Mhm.
and that's why they shouldn't hook up right now, but he didn't understand that. I mean, explain that well
Yeah.
enough.
No, because he tells Pacey later that it's not right now. Like
Yeah.
it's not right. It's not right now.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
they're
things-
right for each other, just not right
Things
now.
aren't good between them at the moment.
Well, think about
Mhm.
it. She didn't talk to him all summer.
hmm
She said, "I don't want to know you."
And she's going to do that.
And then she shows up in his room and takes her shirt off. Does that make any sense to you?
She's sending them mixed signals.
That's why I said she's desperate. She
Mhm.
sees Eve half naked
She
all
wants
over
to
Dawson.
keep Dawson.
So she's like, well, I can be, well, and she even said, I can be sexual. And I'm like, oh, gross. What did you think of that?
Yeah, she was just pushing herself. She shouldn't have.
No, she shouldn't because she's not ready.
Mm-hmm.
So then we find out.
That they did make the money.
Yes, Pacey says how much money, but what I can't understand is it's a small town, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we already saw the house was packed.
So,
Pacey then says, let's open it up to the public.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah.
what?
mm-hmm.
I was like, open up to the public. I thought it was open
It
up
seems
to the
like
public.
it's already the public.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, everybody in town is there.
Yeah, that's the public, Pacey.
And then all of a sudden, more people run through the door. I'm like, what?
Where are all these people coming from?
And also, another thing is Grams is nosy. She lives
Should be
next
shutting
door.
it down.
She'd be calling the cops.
Yeah.
And
And
then-
she's not home.
I'm sure she's home.
She's got to be.
But like, why didn't like Grams would not be allowing that? She knows Mitch, I'm sure, is gone
Right.
because his car is probably gone. So she's like, there's a house party, not happening. And then also, my other question is, did Jack and Jen have to pay to get in? Because it was $20 to get in. And then when Pacey was announcing how much money they raised, Jack and Jen are in there next to
I
Dawson.
don't think
I
they
didn't
would
see
charge
them.
them.
They were right next to him.
I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention
So I was
to
just like,
notes.
did they have to pay $20 to get in?
Maybe they only had to pay half.
What?
Because they're friends.
Yeah.
They shouldn't have to pay any.
Well, maybe they wanted to help Dawson.
True.
Okay.
You never know.
They have no money. Neither one of them have money.
They stole it from Graham.
There you
Maybe
go.
they're just
There's
there
a
to
reason
support
for Graham to come
Dawson.
over.
Yeah.
Where's my money?
Yeah, so when Dawson was talking to Pacey, he asked Pacey to watch out for Joey, and they were doing a favor for
So
him.
they go outside during the party,
Yeah.
and Dawson says he'll look out for her, and then Pacey's like, "Oh me." Okay, do you guys think the reason why he's acting like that is because he actually likes Joey, and he knows if he gets close to her, anything can happen?
I think he just doesn't want to deal with Joey because he knows that she's upset about Dawson, and he doesn't want to hear about
I
it.
just want to have fun.
But it's been like going on and on.
I would be
all the
sick of
time.
hearing about it too.
That's all he's been waiting for.
I know, but now that he knows it's not happening, he just doesn't care anymore.
I can see that.
I mean, he's gone to the party about the strippers, so it's kind of not in his mind right now.
Yeah.
I think it's a setup for the future. What?
Well, you can only say that because you know.
You do too.
No, I don't. I forget everything I watch.
I'm just saying. Okay, I've seen fans say that they think the reason why Pacey doesn't want to look out for her is because he knows he can fall for her.
I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch, but it might, maybe.
You don't know what the writers were thinking.
Neither do you.
No, that's why I'm just putting all the options.
I'm just saying it might be, but it's kind of a stretch.
I'm just putting all the options out there.
No, you put one option out there.
Because you gave your option.
No. Well, yeah.
And then Eve wanted to take Dawson for another boat ride.
Yeah, with her boss's
God.
her boss's boat this time.
Yeah, let's crash his.
Okay, and then Mitch comes home.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and yells, Dawson.
Dawson. Okay, and then she says,
Just still go with him.
yes,
Her.
she says, well, what can happen tonight that can't wait for tomorrow?
Like, you
And
can't
I'm
do
like,
anything, yeah.
Yeah, I was
tonight.
like, Dawson could be dead.
Yeah.
Like, Mitch will kill him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, my parents would punish me a whole lot longer if I didn't
Yes.
show up to the house party that I threw. Think about it. That's the thing. He could be grounded for a month, or he could be grounded for 3 years. I mean, what does he want?
Shoot. Yeah.
His Mitch could take everything from him right now until he turns 18.
That would suck.
I'm just saying that's what could be worse. The fact that she is saying, well, what could happen between now and tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that he's not being responsible, Mitch could really
Right.
punish him. But okay, Eve, yeah, you're really great.
She don't care. It's not her life. You know?
Clearly, she's obnoxious.
And then,
And then my favorite scene.
yep, the last scene.
What?
I'm just waiting for you to say it.
You didn't like it?
I'm just waiting. No.
You
So-
said no.
Wait.
Casey shows up at Joey's. He says by magically drifting towards her house,
Yes,
Dawson's
I just
boat.
magically in Dawson's boat drifted over here.
And she says if he gets closer, she'll kill him.
Yeah, and he says, I actually believe that for a second.
I actually believe it.
And then he sits down next to her and just smiles.
Okay, did you see when he sat down, he was inching closer to her? He was
Mhm.
like,
No.
yeah, you gotta rewatch it. It was funny. Like, someone's getting closer to her.
Yeah, Joey figures out that Dawson told him what happened, and she hates them both.
Yeah, and she's like, of all people to see me like this, it had to be you.
Aww. She likes him too.
And he likes her.
I know.
This whole episode, besides Eve, he was showing that he cared more about Joey than Dawson did.
Yeah.
And then Pacey says that Dawson did the right thing and that they need to be apart right now.
Yeah, they need to be apart so Pacey can come on in.
Swoop in.
Swoop in and
Steal
take her.
the girl.
Joey asks Pacey, how does he know what she needs and everything? And he brings up, he doesn't say Andy, but he knows what it feels like to be apart from somebody that he loves.
Well, yeah, because he's like, yeah, how could I possibly know
Mm-hmm.
that now is not the right time?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, you too.
I feel for him.
But I'm like, you too. You're so in love with other people right this second.
But
Soon it won't
won't be
happen.
for long.
Soon you'll be in love with each other.
Mhm.
Even though we're seeing bits and pieces already
Mm-hmm.
that they do like each other.
Yeah.
They just have not admitted it.
They will.
Yeah. We'll get there.
And then Pacey says with a new year, they could become friends.
This is my thing.
Or more.
This is my thing. They're going to be friends. I thought they were friends.
Right.
Well, they haven't been for a while at least.
It doesn't
Not
matter.
since
They're
season
not
one.
enemies. They
Mhm.
hang out in the same group.
True.
Yeah.
When Joey was going through the whole thing with Jack, Pacey said, "How are you doing?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't ask if they weren't friends and he didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
True.
So the fact that all of a sudden they're gonna put out there, we might even be friends. I'm like, what? You two are friends. Cut this crap.
And then Joey says, stop, she's already upset enough when he said that.
Poor Joey.
Yes. But Then he says, "Come here," and he puts his arm around her and kisses and like.
Weren't you all just Joe or Pacey and Andy, and now you're like, ooh, Pacey and Joey?
I have been waiting for this moment. What? I tolerated Pacey and Andy.
Tolerate it? You loved them.
Only because it was the only thing keeping me going. But now I have the best couple on the show.
You just fought for Andy and how you didn't like Pacey's dad talking down on her, and now you're like, I just kind of.
That was that episode.
Went through it.
That was that episode. We're into season 3. We're into Pacey and Joey's
That was only one
season.
episode ago.
Exactly. Yes, but this season is Pacey and Joey's. This has nothing to do with the rest of them.
Yes, it does.
They're barely in it.
He's in love with Andy.
Won't be for long. Wait till next episode.
Yeah, so he just holds her as she cries, and that was the end of the
all
episode.
Happy.
Mushy, gross.
You are so mean.
I don't like Joey.
Oh my god.
I don't. But I'm not a fan of Joey's character.
Okay.
She's annoying. She's my Dawson, but like a girl. But she's.
So you hate Dawson and Joey?
No, I think I don't like Joey more than I don't like Dawson. But anyway, that's besides the point.
Why? What is your reason?
I just find her annoying. She's just not my favorite.
I've noticed, because I know what the future is of Pacey and Joey. I see her more free like that with him than I did with Dawson.
Yeah, herself.
That's why I'm so excited, because we get to see their chemistry blossom.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we'll see. I'll probably like it better.
So did you guys like this episode? I know you didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Not really.
What are your highs and lows?
My low was
What?
Dawson being an idiot and freaking destroying his dad's boat. My high
Was
Gosh.
what?
What was my high?
No, you already said your high. It was Jen trying out.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. I loved it because she stood up to the mean girls. The mean girl, I should say. But
Yeah, but they were all kind of snooty and
They were.
snotty.
yeah, that was my favorite part.
And then mine was the same low with Dawson, and then the high would probably just be like the end with Pacey going to see Joey.
Yeah.
My low is Eve.
Oh, just her whole character.
Yes, I didn't like the whole thing. The whole thing was about her. I was like, go away.
Some random girl we never seen before.
I was like, go away. So yeah. Well, think about it. It's called Dawson's Creek,
Right.
but we don't see that much of Dawson.
More of Eve.
It's more Eve's Creek now.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I did not like anything she was doing. It was annoying. And then obviously my favorite was when Pacey went to see Joey.
Of course.
Well, okay, and think about it too. It ended. It always ends with Dawson. For the first time. And I think it's because it's season 3 and they got rid of the season 2 creator.
Oh, I didn't know
It's not
that.
really season 2 creator. It is the creator of the show. He left in season 2.
Ah,
So season 3 was all new writers.
okay.
That's what I heard. And so, yes. And so I think that's why things changed. And I was so happy to see Pacey and Joey.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's the start of something great. Like the show needed something.
It was so boring before.
I was so tired of Dawson and Joey. We saw it. It doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
End it. We don't need to see it anymore.
Right.
It's over. You've tried twice now, and you failed.
Yeah.
So the chemistry isn't there. It's forced. Just move forward. So I'm glad that, we're about to see something different. But I am waiting for Andy to come back. Like, the show does. I need Andy to come back and Eve to go away.
Yeah.
What do you like Eve?
I told you I don't like Eve.
Okay, then why are you kind of like...
No, I was just like, yeah, it was just like, yeah, I feel it. I agree.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So what would you guys rate it? Because I would rate this like a 5.
That's what I was going to say, a 5. Because it was
Boring.
okay,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like, yeah.
I mean, and the thing was, they weren't all together.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was like separate. separated, and I didn't like it.
Can we all probably agree on the worst character?
1, 2, 3.
Eve.
Okay, and best. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Jen.
You're supposed to say with it.
I had to think about
But
it.
who do you? I think
Yeah.
Jen.
Yeah, she was the best at the tryouts.
Why is that what's written down?
I didn't write it down.
Yeah, I don't write it down.
Oh. Look.
Wow.
See, I said it with you.
I did like Jen a lot.
Because here's the thing. Joey was being too desperate with Dawson.
Yeah.
And too jealous. Like, what'd you think he did all summer? Wait for you?
Right.
And plus, you remember you wanted to know nothing, I don't want to know you. So she was definitely not the best. Pacey was too much of a troublemaker. Dawson was too much of a go with whatever Eve and Pacey say.
Yeah.
And he's supposed to be the good one. And then Jack wasn't really doing much.
Yeah, he didn't do a whole lot in this episode.
He was just supporting Jen.
Yeah.
So he didn't stand out. And then Jen stood out because she stood up to the girl.
Yes.
And
get him, Jen.
Yeah. So I was like, go, Jen. I picked Jen, I know, for a lot of season 2 as like the worst, especially at the beginning.
She's turned around.
But I love this new Jen.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting for this Jen. I didn't like the party Jen. It was boring. It gets old.
We just needed Abby to die. So bad, but I mean, Abby was dragging her down.
She said you needed her to die.
Well,
you needed her to go to another town, maybe.
Yeah, she went to another town and it's called Hell.
Cynthia's even laughing.
Oh my goodness.
This is Jaycee. I cannot wait for the next episode. Even though Eve sticks around.
Oh, does she? Ugh.
Some reason
they wanted to bring her on. I don't know why.
I don't get it.
Me either. All right, you guys. Thanks for listening. What's the next episode?
Episode 2, Homecoming.
Oh, yay. Homecoming. Wonder what that's about. All right, you guys. See you next time.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Bye. Thanks for listening to this episode of Duo Chat. If you want to chime in with your opinion about the episode and the show we discussed, you can email us at duochatpodcast@gmail.com. And to keep up with updates about the podcast, you can follow us at Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at Duo Chat Podcast. And give us a review wherever you listen to podcasts. We would really appreciate it.